Oh man. Hey guys, welcome back to Find Club Super Now. It's Bernas here bringing another video. So, I kind of wanted to do this video for a long time now because I can say that I have been doing YouTube for quite a long time because the original channel was started like 4 years ago. So before I start, I want to say that I already kind of did a short, story of the channel on my website, but I got one thing wrong. The channel wasn't started in 2017. It was actually started, I think, in mid 2016, because that's what I remember. So I got that wrong, but now I'm saying the correct stuff. So we're gonna go. This is gonna be quite a long video. So I charged it up to make sure I can last. And if you don't want to watch this video, don't watch this video. But if you really want to hear what happened and why I'm recording and why I'm making YouTube videos, then you should sit through this. So basically, the channel was started in mid 2016. I was in a different house. I was at my friend's house, I think, and I remember making these videos. I had this book. It was called like a Dude Diary. I still have my old ones, and there was a picture in there, and it was this bubblegum looking monster thing. And I said, well, let's make fake monster videos. Let's just do it. Special effects, really bad special effects. I didn't even know what I was talking about, but I was like, we're gonna do that for the channel. So I made my profile picture for the channel for Find Clips 3.0. That pink bubblegum looking monster. And I think I wanted to make it monster videos also because I remember when I was living in an apartment before that, we moved out of the apartment and we were staying with friends for a few months, and we stayed in hotels because we were trying to find a perfect house, and it was pretty fun. And I remember I was at my apartment in 2016. I was in the 3rd or 4th grade, I forgot. I think it was the 3rd grade. I can't remember because the channel was either started when I was in 3rd or 4th grade. I can't remember, but I had a bunch of friends living in these apartments with me, and I kind of wanted. We made like Slender Man videos, and I put on this white T-shirt over my face, and I kind of I put on this black suit jacket, and they would zoom up on my face with like this really cheap Samsung camera phone, and we would make these videos. So I said, we're just going to make this to a channel. And I said, it's called Find Clips 3.0 because Find Clips, it was clips. They were supposed to be like videos. And what's the 3.0 for? So, you guys probably want to know what's the 3.0 for the 3.0. So, we're going to get to that right now. Basically, remember that Dude Diary book I was telling you guys about? The book was called Dude Diary 3.0. So I thought that was so cool. 3.0 sounds like really cool. So I'm just gonna, that's gonna be my name. It's gonna be Find Clips 3.0. Find Clips 3.0. So that's what happened there. And I don't think I actually made any monster videos. Because I was watching, I'm so sorry. I was watching Jake Paul doing his thing, and I was watching these other vloggers. I was watching Guava Juice's vlogs. On Guava Juice vlogs, I was watching Jake Paul when he was vlogging. I don't know why I was watching Jake Paul, but I was like, I'm gonna do this daily vlogging stuff. That sounds really cool. I'm gonna do that. So I would make 4 or 5 videos every day, just what I'm doing. I remember specifically. So I remember the channel was 2 years ago, when I moved here, I made this video called Spooky Walk to Grocery Outlet, because there's a grocery outlet in my town, and we walked there at night, and it was, I just recorded that, and I remember somebody in the comments that said, why do you post so many videos every day? And I said, because it's fun. That's what I want to do. So that's exactly what I did. I made videos, and I remember the first time I kind of figured out what a thumbnail was. I used to use a phone to do my videos. Sometimes I use GoPros, cameras. I usually use my computer, my Chromebook, because that's what I got. I'm not rich. I don't have like a really good camera like Philippe. His friend brings over his, really nice Canon camera, and he makes really good videos. But I don't have that, and that's just sticking to my roots. Where I first started. I feel like Fine Clips 3.0 is not a fancy thing, but that's what happened there. And I remember making that video, and I remember just being happy that I was making all these videos, and I remember making setup tours. So basically, room tours. Like, my room used to change a lot when I used to have a room that was upstairs, and I remember I used to change it all the time. So every week a setup tour, and I remember I had a guitar. I still have that guitar, but it's not in here. And I remember using that guitar stand, and I put the phone on the stand and put it on another table to record me. So right now, you can't see it. I'm not gonna move it. I kind of still do the same thing. I have there's this rolly table, and on top of it's a TV stand, and on top of it's my Chromebook that's recording me right now. So no, I kind of use the same thing. But I remember it used to I never figured out a good way to show my hands when I was doing Pokemon. I used to do a lot of Pokemon. So my channel right now, it even says Pokemon. I don't know if I deleted that or not. I don't think I deleted it. But I like Pokemon. I want to stick my roots, and I try to get back to it, and I really couldn't. I remember making this video called The Vault, and I have a bed, and it's still upstairs in Fia's room. That's her room now, and I moved downstairs to this room. You guys have already seen it in my room tours, my setup tours. Yeah. So basically, there was this bed, and it has maybe I'll show it sometime. It has this door, and you put it against the wall, and it has this underground, not underground. It has a I don't know what to call it, but you open it up, and it's a little room under your bed or something. It's like that. And I had a bunch of Pokemon cards, and I put them all in this box and stacking them, put them all under, and I made a video called The Vault, and I'm I said something this, hey, wake up, we have to rob the vault. I would just make videos like that without cutting them, without pausing them, without editing them. I obviously have better editing tools now, and I just remember doing that. And one of the things I put my Pokemon cards in was a marshmallow helmet. Okay, so we're gonna, man, this is really important. So I had a phase in, I think it was 2017 or 18, no, 2017, early or mid 2017, where I really liked Marshmallow. And there was this day at school, it was favorite character day, so we had to dress up as our favorite character. So I did Marshmallow, and I got this box, and I put paper all around it, white paper, and I drew the stuff and everything, and I cut out eye holes, and that was my Marshmallow helmet, and I wore it with this, it was a long sleeve like this, and it was white. So I wore that over it, and it was so cool, And at that time, I thought that was the coolest thing, because I obviously couldn't afford a normal Marshmallow helmet, but, a real one. So I remember after that, I put all my Pokemon cards in that, and I had a big tub I put cards in, and I remember making this video called, pouring 700 Pokemon cards on me, taking a bath in 700 Pokemon cards. I didn't put water in it, but I kind of got in this tub, okay? I got in this tub, and my sister Fia would just pour Pokemon cards on me, and I remember that, so that was cool. I also remember making a lot of Pokemon Go videos. I remember showing my Pokemon cards. Not my cards, my Pokemon Go characters. I would get the phone, because I didn't know how to screen record, obviously. And, well, not obviously, maybe some of you guys knew when you were, that age, but, so I would literally show it to the camera and be like, I got this Pokemon, I got that Pokemon, I would show my Pokemon, my Pokemon on that game. And that's another memory I have of the original Fine Clips 3.0 channel. So we're going to get back to Marshmallow. So Marshmallow, okay, you remember how I said he was a big inspiration to me, and I did name the channel at once. I think that was what it stayed as till I deleted the channel. Fine Clips 3.0 vlog. So it was Fine Clips 3.0, and I changed it to Fine Clips 3.0 vlogs in caps, and Fine Clips 3.0 and lowercase, and then Fine Clips 3.0 vlogs, and then Marshmallow. And I made my avatar. Okay, so another thing, I didn't remember how to. I didn't remember. I didn't know how to save and download an image like a PNG or JPEG. I didn't know how to save any of that. I didn't even know how to make a background properly, like a banner. And I remember screenshotting a bunch of things. Screenshotting the marshmallow picture. I looked at marshmallow, screenshotted it, cropped it, my image. That was my avatar. And I remember using Google Docs. I would type out Fine Clip Super No Vlogs marshmallow. And I would screenshot that, crop it, and hope that it would look good as a banner. I didn't know its size. I mean, it said like 2048 1152. I would just like, all I knew, I'm going to change it to 2048 1152. It should fit. And like the F and like the O were just like off. They weren't even, it wasn't even good. So yeah. And I remember the first time I found thumbnails. I didn't know that about this thing I use now. It's called Canva. So now I use that to make my thumbnails. I use Canva YouTube thumbnail maker or Canva YouTube banner maker. I'm not sponsored by Canva, obviously, but that's what I use right now. And I remember just screenshotting stuff and putting it on. And for my thumbnail, I remember the first time I figured out there's 2 videos that I remember using good thumbnails as, because I would just use a phone and it was like square or whatever, and I would just record. And then I used my Chromebook. I made this video that I really remember. It's called I Am a Pizza, and I would use this pizza rug, and not a pizza towel, and I put it around me, and I was flapping it, and I was going down the stairs, and it was just crazy, and that was fun. And I remember making that video, and I remember taking a picture. So I didn't know to use a thumbnail maker. I kind of did that. So that's what I remember doing. And what?
Sorry, you working on something?
I'm working.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. And I remember taking the picture and not cropping it in to a. I'm not cropping it. I didn't use Canva. I didn't use Canva or anything. So I would just take the picture and I would put it into the. I would just use that as my thumbnail. I didn't crop it or anything. I didn't resize it. I would just use my camera, and that was my thumbnail. And I remember how cool it was to get a thumbnail, so they really know what I'm doing, you know? So that was so cool. And I remember making another video called My Shoes Light Up. So in Christmas of 2017, 2017, I had these Uggs, and my mom got them for me for Christmas, and the bottom, like the sole, would light up, and you would charge them. No, it wasn't called My Shoes Light Up. It was called My Shoes. I'm charging my shoes. That's what it was called. It was called Charging My Shoes. And I was like, people are gonna think that was so cool. And it was called Charging My Shoes because you had to like plug it into your shoes, and you would charge your shoes. And I was like, that's a perfect idea. And I remember just holding the shoe like this, and it was like, and then I would like take a picture, and that was my thing. And I remember, that's what I remember. And I was just like, that's the original Fine Clip 3.0. And it was so easy back then to get ideas. I didn't have to think what I was going to do next. I didn't have to come up with a great idea. I just did whatever was on my mind. And some of you might be wondering, Fine Clip 3.0, why was it, the word Fine Clip 3.0, why was it in lowercase? Because a lot of I'm an amateur YouTuber, but like random channels, just kids channels, they put them in, lowercase because they don't think about it. Like they didn't think about like that's their channel name, but for me, I wanted it lowercase specifically because I thought that would be cool. I thought if I ever got like verified or anything with the check mark, it would look cooler. So just random. I don't know, but that's what I thought. So I wanted to keep that for this channel. So that's why Fine Clip 2.0 was in lowercase and not uppercase or anything. But for my website, it's capital F and capital C. I tried to make a Discord, but I did make a Discord, and I couldn't figure out. I did, but I couldn't like change my avatar for some reason. It wasn't working, so I just stopped. but it's yeah, also capital F, capital C. But for my YouTube channel, I didn't want it lowercase. But you know, for Discord, Twitch, anything like that, I would usually just, you know, capitals. But yeah, so the first video I remember making on that channel, there's 2 videos that I remember making. My first one ever was water bottle flip. That just says how old my channel was. That's 2016 straight out. Water bottle flip. Like my camera, my phone. It wasn't my phone. It was my dad's phone because you know when you're in like 3rd grade you don't have a phone. So unless you're rich, then you do. So anyways, I remember making this video and it was called water bottle flipping. I just got a water bottle. I recorded myself and I was just like. And it would never land. It landed like once, and I like, paused it and pretended to like cap it, and I was like, you know, excited. And it's the first video I remember posting. I wouldn't do caps. I mean not caps with the bottle, but from all my videos I wouldn't do uppercase letters at all. But for this channel, all the videos are in uppercase. So yeah, they're in caps lock or whatever. But for those videos, I just put them out. I didn't care what they were, you know. And then the second video I remember making, these were like really old. I think this was my second video on the channel. It was called Mini Chinatown, and I did like, you know, it was like Mini Chinatown, and I was in San Diego in the Sanrio store, if you've ever been there, and I thought that was so cool, just looking at all the Pokemon, because I was really into Pokemon, like that anime stuff. And I even made a video on this channel called Anime is Cringy, so obviously I went against what I believed in back then. But yeah, I made a video called Anime is Cringy on this channel. But yeah, I remember walking through that Sanrio store. It was like, you know, Sanrio's the company that makes Hello Kitty. And I remember just looking at all the Pokemon stuff, wishing I had enough money to buy like any of that stuff. So, you know, that's what I remember making on that channel. And, you know, I would get no views on any of my videos. I would get like 1 or 2 if I was lucky, 10. And now I'm just amazed that I got 6.5 thousand. And to a lot of people, that's not a lot, but to me, that was pretty cool. And to almost everyone, 75 subscribers isn't a lot. To me, that's more than I had back then. Back then was 20. Now I have 75 and 6.5 thousand views on the video, 1.5 thousand, 400, 800. It's not a lot to a lot of people, but it's still a lot to me. So that's just crazy, you know. Getting that many, my channel's views up by 1,000%. Of course, you can't get 1,000%. It just says that little thing and then 999, and then the other one is 999. So up basically 1,000%, literally in my channel. My YouTube studio analytics, but that's just crazy to me, and that's basically the history of Fight Club 3.0. So we've come a long way, haven't we? Making a website, you know, all that stuff. Making a website, subscribers, new videos all the time, good thumbnails. So yeah. So if you could, please like, subscribe, share it, and comment. All that means so much to me. Because as, you know, a small creator, then you're not going to get recognized a whole bunch. But yeah, I have 75 other people that tune in to watch my stuff. So I think that's what's really cool. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.